Verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Merciful. The world sees mercy as weakness. True? Meekness and mercy are equated as being weak. Oh, if the United States of America, Iraq tells them, no, you won't come here, what does America do? We'll go and run you down. And they move all their army and trucks and they run Iraq down. You see, we can do it. And they show the rest of the world, yeah, we can do it. In the kingdom of God, strength is weakness, and weakness is strength. And so, friends, when Jesus Christ is being formed within you, one of the next blessing that will come to your life is the ability to be merciful to others. Have you enjoyed the mercy of God? I enjoy it every day. When I deserve to die because of my sins, and the Father says, I forgive you, my son. What has He done to me? He's shown mercy. And when He says now, blessed are the merciful, what is He saying? Blessed are those who are becoming like me. Isn't that beautiful, friends? In this blessing, God is inviting His church to become like Him, practically, in the way we treat one another. When self is awake, if brother so-and-so and sister so-and-so did not talk to me, I am not talking to them anymore. Or if so-and-so abused me and told me off, I'll let them have it. And the dragon comes out. But friends, when we've gone through the experience of the blessings and they become a reality in our life, and we become a blessed man and a blessed woman, it will be shown in the way we treat one another. Do we differ theologically? Oh yes. Can we still love one another? Can we still sit down at a table and maybe you think the Trinity is this and I think the Trinity is that? Can we still continue to be brothers and sisters and worship our God? Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are those that when you are mistreated, you respond in a way the person does not deserve. Merciful is not a physical state. Mercy is a spiritual condition. You can only be merciful if Jesus lives in your heart. If you hunger and thirst for righteousness. Do you think things will be different in our homes if we had the blessing of mercy? True? Do you think things would be different at workplace? If you were merciful, how do you think you would react to actions or things or moments that you have reacted wrongly? Blessed are you when you're weak. When they tell you stupid, and you turn around and say, I love you. How do you think the world would see us if in that workplace we are mistreated, but yet we respond in love and mercy? We Adventists have been brainwashed with this thing of human rights. Let me ask you a question. How many rights does a criminal have? But let me ask you another question. How many rights does a dead person have? Only one. The right to be buried. True? Now, if you and I have died and Jesus lives, whose rights then do we count? Mine or Jesus's? And so it's no longer human rights we're talking about, it's now Jesus' rights. I have no rights. Let Jesus be the one who defends, who protects, who guides, who teaches. If Jesus decides to take me through the valley of shadow and death, let Him be the one who takes me. I have no choice because I'm dead. If He wants to take me through victory and precious moments, let Him be the one who takes me. If He wants to take me through poverty, let Him be the one who takes me. If He wants to take me through hunger, let Him be the one who takes me. If He wants me to be unemployed, let Him be the one who takes me. He must be the one who makes all decisions. Me, I'm dead. We need to finish it. The next one. Verse 8, blessed are the, what? Pure in heart, for they shall see God. Purity of heart is the condition to enter into the most holy place and see God face to face. But you will never be pure in heart if you are carrying resentment in your heart and you are not merciful. If you cannot forgive and show mercy, if you cannot let go for what others have done to you, if you're carrying resentment, if you're carrying a chip on your shoulder, you cannot be pure in heart. Let me tell you, friends, there is a worse condition on the heart than lust. There is a worse condition to the heart than that of immorality and all these other things and violence. The worst condition of the heart is the heart that is so proud and resentful that cannot let go and show mercy. That heart cannot be cleansed by God. I want you to think at this moment of the people that have wronged you. Maybe you have been physically abused, ex-husband, ex-wife, sexually mistreated. Maybe you have been wrongfully accused. Maybe you're going through an experience of abuse at the moment. I ask you, what are you going to do? Are you going to let go? Forgive? Are you going to ask Jesus, Jesus, what do you want me to do? Father, what is your will? Are you going to start treating with love rather than resentment? Can you see how the world would be changed if a group of us decided to be blessed? Do you want to be blessed? Hey, the response doesn't come as quick as it came the first time I asked you. Hey, when we equate blessings with riches and well-being and happiness, what happens? We all want to have it. But now when we see what Jesus is telling us about blessings, it's a little bit more sober, the response, isn't it? But let me tell you, friends, this is the greater blessing. Oh yes, God blesses with material things and with health. But let me tell you, friends, this is the greater blessing. Let me finish with the next two. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. In other words, when you are being persecuted, rejoice. You are blessed. And then finally, the last blessing, blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Cannot get clearer than this. I don't need to explain this. Jesus is saying you are blessed when you become a peacemaker. You are blessed because then when they persecute you and when they speak all evil against you, rejoice. Is there a step-by-step growing in blessing? Yes. When you recognize your poverty, your need of Jesus, you began the step of blessings. Then you move to mourn for the evil in your heart, for the damage. You look at the cross and you say, it's my fault. I crucified him, and you mourn. Then from mourning, you will move to meekness. You realize that there is nothing in man to exalt. There is nothing in me to lift up. Let all the glory be to the Lord. I want to die. And when that step's taken, then comes the next blessing. And the next blessing is that God will create in you an unquenchable desire for you to become like Jesus. when that takes place, then the Lord, friends, says that we will be merciful.